Ever notice how some shooters crush targets effortlessly, while others keep missing even though their aim feels perfect? That difference isn't luck. And it's not just skill. It's something most shooters never test: their pattern. Many people trust factory charts and assume their shotgun throws a perfect circle every time. But here's the truth. Real shot patterns aren't flat. They're three-dimensional. And variables like velocity, load, and barrel length can secretly shift your hit zone without you realizing it. That means you could be shooting on target and still missing. In the next few minutes, I'm breaking down the hidden science of shotgun patterning, the myths that mislead most shooters, and the simple adjustments pros use to dramatically increase hit consistency without changing their swing. If you want more broken clays and fewer mystery misses, this might be the most important thing you learn about your shotgun. Before we start, subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. The myth of the perfect pattern. Many shooters grow up believing that a tight, flawless pattern on paper at 30 yards means their shotgun is perfectly tuned for real-world shooting. But that paper target can be seriously misleading. Stationary testing flattens reality into 2 dimensions, while actual shots happen in motion, depth, and changing angles. A clay or bird isn't a sheet of paper, it's moving through space, and your pattern is stretching, thinning, and shifting as it travels. Another common myth is that a full choke always guarantees the tightest spread. In truth, choke performance isn't fixed. It varies with distance, load type, pellet size, and even velocity. A full choke might hold a dense core at long range, yet produce inconsistent or blown patterns up close. Sometimes a modified or improved cylinder delivers more usable pellet distribution where it actually counts. Most importantly, shotgun patterns are 3-dimensional clouds, not flat circles. Pellets form a shot string with length, depth, and timing differences. That means your target can slip through gaps you never saw on paper. Understanding this changes how you test, aim, and choose equipment, because real performance isn't about perfect circles. It's about effective coverage where the target truly is. The hidden physics of shot strings. Most shooters imagine a shotgun blast as a tight, simultaneous cloud of pellets moving as one. High-speed camera footage tells a very different story. Instead of a flat disc, the pattern stretches into a long, uneven shot string, with pellets arriving at different times and depths. Some pellets lead the charge, others lag behind, and that separation matters more than most shooters realize, especially on fast, crossing targets. Velocity plays a huge role in this behavior. Higher muzzle velocity doesn't just push the pattern faster, it lengthens the shot string. Pellets at the front encounter air resistance first and begin slowing immediately, while pellets behind them start colliding with turbulent air. This spreads the string, thinning the core and increasing gaps where a target can slip through untouched. Faster isn't always denser, it's often less predictable. Shot size complicates things even further. Smaller pellets lose speed faster, get pushed around by air resistance, and fall out of the pattern sooner than expected. Larger pellets retain energy longer, but can separate from the main group, breaking uniformity. Once you understand this physics, you stop chasing perfect patterns and start building loads and setups that deliver consistent, real-world hits. Dynamic choking for real scenarios. Dynamic choking is about abandoning the habit of screwing in one choke and leaving it all day. Real targets change speed, distance, and angle, so your constriction should change with them. Instead of thinking tight for everything, read the presentation first. A fast crosser at close range needs a wide, forgiving pattern, which is why cylinder or improved cylinder often beats modified or full. The more open spread increases hit probability and reduces the need for perfect lead. Angle matters just as much as speed. Incoming or quartering targets stay in the pattern longer, letting you use slightly tighter chokes for cleaner breaks. Outgoing bird stretching distance may justify stepping tighter still, but only if they're not too close when you fire. A dynamic approach also pairs ammunition with constriction. Larger shot holds energy farther, but patterns thinner, while smaller shot fills patterns, but loses punch sooner. Higher velocity loads can tighten patterns and increase recoil, affecting timing. The key is balance. Match choke, pellet size, and speed to the exact look of the target. Treat every shot as a new problem, and your choke becomes a precision tool, not a fixed guess. Adapt fast and break more targets consistently. Barrel dynamics and ammo synergy. Your barrel isn't just a tube. It's the launch system that shapes every pellet before it ever reaches the air. Barrel length and internal constriction directly influence how the wad releases the shot column. Longer barrels generally create a smoother pressure curve, which can lead to more stable pellet release and slightly more uniform patterns. Shorter barrels can still perform brilliantly, but they tend to produce sharper pressure pulses that may spread pellets faster if the load isn't matched well. Even tiny differences in forcing cone design or bore diameter can change how tightly pellets stay grouped in those first critical feet of flight. Ammo quality multiplies this effect. Premium shells use harder shot, better wad design, and more consistent powder charges. That means pellets deform less, fly straighter, and stay denser downrange. Budget loads often contain softer shot that flattens under pressure, creating flyers that thin your pattern without you realizing it. The real secret pros rely on is mapping their exact gun and load combination. Pattern testing different shells through your specific barrel shows where your pattern is most dense and reliable. Once you find that sweet spot, you're no longer guessing. You're shooting with a system tuned precisely for maximum breaks. The actionable patterning workflow. Knowing your pattern isn't about shooting one shell at paper and calling it done. It's about building a quick, repeatable system that reveals exactly how your shotgun performs under real conditions. Start with a rapid testing session. Shoot multiple loads through each choke at realistic distances. Not just one shot, but 3 to 5 per setup. This shows your true average pattern, not a lucky or unlucky fluke. Label every target so you know exactly what combination produced each result. Next, upgrade from guesswork to data. Modern pattern analysis apps and software can scan your target photos and calculate pellet density, spread uniformity, and core concentration. Instead of eyeballing holes, you get measurable numbers that reveal which setup actually hits hardest where it matters. Finally, take that knowledge into the field. Once you know how your gun patterns at 20, 30, and 40 yards with specific loads, you can adjust instantly on station, choosing choke, ammo, and hold point with confidence. That's the difference between hoping your pattern works and knowing it will. Patterning isn't guesswork. It's your competitive advantage. Once you understand how your shotgun truly performs, every shot becomes more predictable, more controlled, and more deadly on target. Test it, map it, trust it, and watch your breaks get harder, cleaner, and more consistent every round. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video.